Police say they are crucial in solving crimes, but the public has concerns over mass surveillance. Whichever side you fall on, though, flock cameras continue to create a major debate in the state.
And your reporter Dylan Fearon is live in Cheshire tonight, the latest town where people are expected to protest these cameras at tonight's council meeting. Dylan.
Well, Aaron, Stephanie, good evening. Yes, there is a town council meeting tonight at 6:30. Cheshire has 12 flock cameras, including this one here on Route 10. It's capturing every license plate number. Police say it is key in helping find missing people and stolen cars, but those data sharing and privacy concerns, they're not going away. It feels like wherever we drive, there's a camera on us. Whether it's flock, red light, or speed cameras, they're hard to avoid, especially in Cheshire, where there are a dozen flock cameras around town.
If Big Brother is watching, and 1984 was a long time ago, but it's a great title for a George Orwell book, and Big Brother watching is a little chilling.
Cheshire police used the cameras just last week to track down a teenager who vandalized the field at the high school. Chief Fred Jortner says flock cameras have been key in several cases.
There's a space that where we could get, privacy concerns addressed, but still offer this technology, for victims of crimes.
Killingworth and Windsor installed the cameras, realized there were privacy and data concerns, and are now getting rid of them. Killingworth's first selectman claimed flock wouldn't commit to not selling data to third parties. A heated meeting in Milford last night. Folks furious over potential data sharing. We could see something similar in Cheshire tonight. Some folks in town are torn. They're glad it helps police, but don't love flock knowing where they're going, despite the company claiming data is destroyed after 30 days.
As long as they don't share the information with other agencies and it stays in the town, I think it's great.
I don't want to feel like I'm being stalked. Nobody does.
And we're expecting a big crowd tonight. Stephanie and Aaron, again, that town council meeting begins at 6:30 tonight at the Cheshire Public Library. I'm your reporter live in Cheshire tonight, Dylan Fearon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Dylan, thank you. And